I know love. I've met love. Imperfections are perfect.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank
So
you.
I'll put it right straight away.
Mm.
What is your perspective on love?
What is my perspective on love? That's a broad topic, love. The people see love as you being able to tolerate the other person. Some other people see it as, you being accepting of the other person. It's a very broad topic. But I would say my perspective is that there's not love is not a logical thing. I don't think love makes sense in the sense that love I would compare it to walking on an alley, right? Going through an alley. If you go through an alley and you get robbed one, two, three, four, 5 times, you wouldn't go there again, right? But I see love as in it's a thing that whereby you walk down an alley while being robbed 8 times and going there again, hoping that there's something about today that makes a difference. There's nothing logical about love, because when you think about it, there's nothing really logical about giving your heart to someone who's imperfect, giving your heart to someone whose hands, shake and tremble. Do you know what I mean? So I think love is it's really a commitment, and you're committed to the person, and then you realize that in a commitment, really faith based because the person can do you wrong at any time. So if you're committed to something, it might not work, it may work, but you just have to believe it will work. That's what I think love. I really believe love is a commitment.
But you're trying to say love is a lottery.
Yeah, it is.
It's not
It
even
is.
50 chance.
It is not. I mean, you can really study it and think, okay, the probability that this is going to work is high. Doesn't mean it's going to work, right? The probability that it's high is there, but there's also a possibility that it's not going to work, right? So you have probabilities and possibilities when it comes to love.
Okay.
I don't believe that. I think if you're fortunate enough to find someone that makes it work with you, you're fortunate, but not everyone finds that, And even if it works, how happy are you?
That's a question. That's a question. And what do you think will make a happy relationship? For you. We
For
cannot
me,
talk about somebody else.
I think what will make a happy relationship for me is someone I can laugh as much with. I think it's very important to me.
To laugh as much with.
To laugh, to be able to laugh with a person, to make fun, to make jokes with a person. And we understand ourselves, we can laugh with each other and stuff like that. I think that's very important.
Shouldn't take things too serious.
Exactly, just relax and also learn to be. Let me not lie to you right now. I need someone who's beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. I need a beautiful person because I don't know body.
Yeah, boy.
I need a body,
Yeah,
but in
boy.
Christ.
Hey, where you find that?
Oh yeah, you find them.
You married.
No, bro. Because when I say a body, I need someone who has a balance. Someone
Okay.
who is God fearing,
Okay.
but also is beautiful. And nice, and all that, and also
But why is that important though?
because I can't marry someone, I can't get in love with someone I'm not attracted to.
Okay, no, but I get the beauty part. But why does it got to be Christian or in the Lord?
Because I'm Christian myself, and I don't wanna, it's better if you have someone who is, also if you're Muslim, right? It's better to be with someone who's Muslim. Why? Because you know that if it's Christmas or if it's Salah or whatever, right? This person is not gonna force you to, celebrate with him or her. You know what I mean? So it's like you guys have one minded, when it comes to that, it makes things a whole lot easier. It doesn't have to be, of course not, but it makes things a whole lot easier, right?
Oh, okay. That's interesting. That's interesting. What can you say you've learned about love up till now?
Love is it's obviously what you said. Love can be painful. Love is pain. Love is a lot of things. Love is.
Okay, it seems like this really gets to you.
It gets to me. It gets to me because it's love. Love is how do I explain? I can't really explain love. It's like to me, my whole idea of love is this. To me, right? My whole idea of love is this. I love you without condition, right? So it's like when you give birth to a child, right? The way a mother loves their child without condition, right? Or the way a child loves their mom, right? You love your mom not because of anything, not because of what they can provide for you. You love your mom simply because you love your mom, right? That's how I see love, right? So if I love someone, I love you simply because I love you. I don't love you based on a condition. Obviously, I like a girl who is beautiful, as I said. I like
That's
someone
a condition too.
who is jovial. No, I'd like it, but to be very honest, it's not really, it's not really that serious. If you're not, all that beautiful, and then at least I mean, as I said all that. You shouldn't be ugly. I beg. I don't want any demon. If you're not all that beautiful, it's okay. If you're not, all that jovial, it's okay. I'm also not the most handsome person in the world, and I'm not ugly.
You want to think so, but
it itself has nothing on me, but that's besides the point. I'm not the most handsome person in the world. I'm not the most jovial person in the world. I'm not the wisest person in the world. But I try to be, at least wise and try to, be lively. All the other things I think we can work on. So if I fall in love with you, I just want to fall in love with you without condition. That's what love is to me. But then love is also pain. Love is good. It's worth it though. I'm not gonna lie, it's worth it.
But is it like good pain? What kind of pain is that?
If it hurts, it hurts. It's bad pain. I don't think it's bad. If love hurts you, I don't think anything can hurt you more than love.
Ooh, explain. Elaborate on that.
Because
with examples.
If love doesn't make you better, it makes you bitter. I said this recently. If love doesn't make you better, it makes you bitter. So love, what is the opposite emotion of love? What is the opposite of love?
Hate.
Hate. It's just as strong as love. It's really just the equal opposite. You understand? So only someone you've really, really loved for a long time, right? Can you hate? You understand? Because love is the only emotion that's as strong as hate. Hate is the only emotion that's as strong as love. Do you get what I mean? So, yeah, love could really make you bitter. Even when you see other people in love, it can make you, very, hateful. You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I think love is beautiful and it's worth it if you find it. Cherish it. Because I think it's worth it.
Okay. And what have you found that makes you think it's worth it?
Oh, in my previous relationship, I think it was worth it. I think, I found love. I think I found love in my lifetime, right?
Oh, okay.
And even though it did not last for long, right, I still can boldly say I found love. Because, you see, people are like fireworks, right? They may not last forever in your life, but they give you reasons to look up to the sky and smile, So, you know what I'm saying? I think I found it, and even though it did not last for long, I look back and then I smile at the moments we shared. See, it shouldn't rob you, the pain shouldn't rob you, of, the good moments, because they are the people that we once loved, right? Who, even though they are not there anymore, they could be in our jokes, they could be in our cries, anything can remind you of them, right? But it's beautiful, So I think, sometimes it takes more strength to hold on than to let go, especially when it comes to love. People are like, oh, just let it go. But no, remember the ones who loved you and cherished you and how much you also loved them. And I'm not saying don't get over them, right? Obviously, you have to move on, but it doesn't mean that you have to completely heal from the situation, because I don't believe in that, You can't completely heal from love, Cherish the moment you had, right? And then just hold on to it.
But then if you cannot completely heal from love, how do you go back to love? Because then
we don't have to pretend that, grief goes away. We don't have to pretend that grief goes away, honestly. It will always be a part of us, right? We just have to accept it and learn how to control it, right? We need to learn from the grief, right? Whatever we went through, we need to learn from it. So it never really goes away, the grief, whatever the heartbreak we face, it's always going to be there, right? Depends on us to use it wisely in our next relationship or whatever we get into, right? That's what I believe the heartbreak is.
Sometimes they say time will heal, and sometimes people say, if you do not heal, you take on the negative side or aspect of that thing that happened to you into the next relationship.
See that I think that's a weak mindset. I think that's a very weak mindset, because as I said, if love doesn't make you better, it makes you bitter. See, you don't have to have a successful relationship for love to make you better, right? You can have a failed relationship, but whatever you learn from it could make you better as a person, right? And going on, even though you're hurt, right? That's why there are weak people and there are strong people, right? Strong people, even when you hurt them, right? Going forward, they learn from it, right? They don't dwell on it, they learn from it and try not to make the same mistakes again, right? So it's not necessarily about, bleeding on someone who didn't hurt you because, you are still bleeding for the one you used to love. But it's really just learning from your mistakes and knowing how to move in certain, situations from not going. That's what I think it is.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. What is the most thing that have caused you pain and hurt in love?
I think when a relationship ended, right, it hurt me so much. I mean, in the first few, days and, I didn't really realize it until like a month, it hit me slowly. When it hit me, it really sat me down and I was like, damn, this has ended, because it was like the most beautiful thing I'd ever experienced, and it really ended and I was like, no,
Like
it touched me different,
like
it hurt me different, yeah.
And what was the most beautiful thing? Like, you say it's beautiful, beautiful. What is the most?
Because love is beautiful, bro. What did you say? What is the most what?
The most beautiful thing you ever experienced in love.
I think the person.
Okay.
The person, more so the person that I was with, right?
Okay.
Not necessarily beautiful as in, but I think beautiful as in, the moments we shared, the times we laughed together, the times we cried together. I think
you cried together?
Of course. I mean, we are partners. We laugh together. When she's sad, I'm sad. When I'm sad, she's sad. When she's happy, I'm happy. When I'm happy, she's happy.
What if I...
That's what makes love beautiful. You have someone with you through thick and thin where, they're happy for you when you're happy, I was in my happiest moments when I saw she was happy. When I knew that this girl is happy, that's when I was the happiest, And I knew she had the same thing for me. I think that's what made it beautiful. I knew I was never alone, regardless of whatever it was. I always had a shoulder I could rely on, Bro, it's rare to find, Someone who will never give up on you. It's, yeah.
What the story? Because then, how come you gave up on the love?
I think, as I said, Sam, not everything is meant to last, bro. Not everything in the world is permanent, right? It gets to a point where you guys just don't fit each other anymore, then, it's time to part ways, Which sucks, which is bad, but then it has to happen as well because it gets unhealthy, It gets really bad, it gets unhealthy, and it just gets, arguments and fights. It's not really it,
Okay. So what do you think people are missing now in relationships?
I think one thing people are missing is the fact that they don't want to compromise on anything whatsoever, right? You have to compromise when you're in love, right? Your ego is useless when you're in love, Also, I think that people easily give up on it, right? When there's one or two arguments, people just dip, When there's a bit of uncomfortableness, people just want to go away, That's not love. That's just you feeling lonely and you just want someone to be with you, right? Love is through thick and thin, right? Whatever it is, the person you're with is, the person you're with, But I'm not saying stay with the person goes to cheat or goes to murder someone. Obviously not. But there are some things you have to overlook when it comes to a relationship, right? There's some things you have to compromise, You have to compromise on some of your values and some of your standards, bro. I don't believe in having standards this high and never compromising on them, right? When a person is worth it, you do it.
Okay.
That's how I believe people are lacking that, People don't really want to, most girls be like, yeah, I'm a baddie, I don't want to, he has to be like this, he has to be like that. And then the guys will be like, what are you bringing to the table? This is, she's, it's bullshit. Excuse my language, but, it's excuse my French, my le point, le son. I think all of that, because I said something one time and I said, what did I even say? Because I said, don't tell me what you bring to the table if everything you brought is from another man's barbecue, right? So when you come here and, we are on the table, we are talking about love, right? It has to be me and you, right? None of that outside thoughts, what your ex did for you. Don't judge me based on what your ex did for you and what your ex didn't do. Judge me based on me. I'll judge you based on you, right? I feel like people like that these days a lot, We tend to judge people based on what, on the standards that they had with their exes and we had with our exes and stuff like that, right? It's like my ex did this for me, you're not doing this for me, that relationship was better. Why were you in that? Why weren't you in that relationship then? All of these things play a factor, and I think that's just.
So you think really just now our standards are quite high?
Too high, and sometimes too low.
Oh, explain that.
Of course, I think you should have self-worth. At the end of the day, you should have principles that not you do not cheat on me. Right, it's, for example, one principle, right? Personally, you don't cheat on me, right? You cheat on me, I walk away. It's that simple, right? I'm never gonna compromise on that, right? You know, my self-esteem, whatever. I'm not gonna compromise on that. But also some people who have too low self-esteem, right? Like it's like when they're in love, that's it, right? It's like they just want someone to be with, right? They have such low self-esteem, they feel like they're never gonna find anyone. So whoever comes, they're just happy, you know. I think that's not love. That's just you feeling lonely and you wanting companionship, you know.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So I'll ask, what did you learn about yourself when you were in love?
That I don't say this to brag, but that I could be extremely patient, like extremely patient. I never thought I had that capability of being that patient, you know. I learned that I'm a very patient person when I'm in love. It sounds weird. Sounds like I'm bragging, but I'm not. It's really crazy how patient I could be.
What do you mean by you can be very patient? Like, can be very tolerant, or?
I mean, being patient, I think goes hand in hand with being tolerant. You know, you have to be able to tolerate and stuff. You know, whatever it is. You know, not tolerance as in a bad way, but tolerance as in whatever. When someone is working on something, right? I have all the time in the world, right? I'm not going to say, oh, it's been a year, it's been 2 years, I've not seen any improvements. As long as I see the person is trying, I'm going to stay. I'm patient enough to wait for the person. You know what I mean? So I think I'm very patient when it comes to love. Also, that I could also be very sensitive. I'm a very extremely sensitive person when it comes to love.
What are some of the things you can be very extremely sensitive about?
Like, just even calling, for example, right? It's like, no, it's how do I even put it? Sometimes I feel like it's childish in a way, but it's just, I think it's just me, it's just the way I love, right? I think when the love is so pure, right, you expect such pureness back in return. And not everyone can give you the same type of love you give the person, right? Which is not their fault, right? You just have to accept it, right? It's also their way of loving you, right? So, for example, even a good morning text can hurt me, right? When I feel like I'm the one saying good morning all the time, good morning babes, all the time, I feel like I'm not getting the same, reaction back, right? She's not even saying good morning one time. It might sound, stupid, but it can hurt me, because I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, it's very sensitive to me.
Oh, okay. That does seem like, it's just a good one somebody would say.
Yeah, but it's so deep to me because I feel like I woke up and the first thing I thought about was you.
Okay.
When you woke up, what was the first thing you thought about? Also, that's the second thing I think about. Now that's the first thing I think about. Now first thing.
All right. So, what would you say made your relationship work?
Communication and comprehension.
Okay, what do you mean by that? Explain.
So we used to talk a lot, and I'm not saying every couple should talk a lot like that, bro. We could talk for like 24 hours. We don't care. I could be working and she'd be in my pocket, and then she'd be on the line. By the time I finish work, she'd still be on the line. When I sleep, she'd still be on the line till the next day. It was crazy. Communication was there, definitely. The click was there. We clicked with each other, right? And also comprehension. We understood each other. So it's not like we're just talking for talking's sake, right? Whatever we said to each other, we understood each other, right? Which is what made it work, right? Because you can talk so much, but when you guys don't understand each other, it doesn't make sense, You guys are just shouting. You guys are just making noise,
Yeah.
So that is very, very important. This is what made it work. Like and we were able to overlook some stuff the other person did, Like it's not everything she says I'm gonna say. You did that and then you do that, and then, like every small thing, you just have to overlook some stuff, because we are all not perfect at the end of the day, right? Just have to overlook some stuff and just know that, the person is human, You get to learn different stuff about the person each and every single day, right? So I think that's beautiful, It's like the person you're with has versions you're going to spend forever searching for. I think you can look at it that way.
Okay, and it makes it more interesting.
It makes it more interesting.
It makes it more interesting
right.
to, Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
You're always discovering the person's new personality, how the person is, and it's always beautiful, So I think, yeah.
All right. Okay, I'll ask this, yeah? And be honest about it.
Yeah.
What did you think that you did that was wrong? Or what were some of the things you did that you saying, okay, I'm not taking this to my next relationship?
I think I was too logical, right? So I was only thinking about logic. As you know, as guys, it's always logic. And I sometimes ignore, I sometimes neglected her emotions as well, because not that I was not emotional, I am, as I said, I was sensitive, right? But sometimes I just, thought this is not needed. You're tripping about this, it's not that important, I think, as guys, we should really, really sit down and also learn to, understand that people's high emotions, understand that in as much as we think logically, they think emotionally, right? It's just as important, right? I think I really should have, paid more attention. Not that I didn't pay attention to it, but I could have done way more than I did,
Okay. And you think men have the capability to understand emotions as much as women do?
I don't think so, but I think we can learn, we can try to, and also I think women can also try to understand our logic, right? I don't think, they can be on that same level, but I think we can always try to. There are some men who are very emotional as well. There are some women who are very, logical, right? So it's not like all men are logical and all women are emotional, right? It's, but most of them are and most of us are like that, right?
Okay.
But I think we can definitely try our very best to understand them. We're not going to understand everything because at the end of the day, they are women. We're not going to understand everything, but we can understand some things. And even if we don't understand it, we should trust them. We should trust that this is how they feel, right? And how they feel is more important than anything else, especially in a relationship, right? How you feel...
It's not important.
Not always, Sometimes we have to place their needs above ours and how they feel above ours, right? Which is very important. It makes a relationship work. And I think that was my fault,
Okay. How do you know that she is the one?
I don't think you really do.
You don't?
I don't think you can say that this is really, you're never sure. Let me put it that way. Right? You can never be 100% sure that this is the one. But the probability that the person is the one is very high. Based on their attitude and how they treat you, how they treat others around you, right? It's very important, right? How they talk about people, right? How they talk about their friends when their friends are not around them. It's also very important, You have to pay attention to all of these things. Because if she's dissing her friend behind her back, what do you think she's doing to you? If she's talking bad, if she's always talking bad about someone behind their backs, what do you think she's doing to you? It's not like she hates her friends. They are friends because she loves them. So she's doing that, yeah, she loves you too, bro. So think about it.
Okay, that's true. But then I want to ask another question. With that,
yeah.
Okay, at which point did you realize that, this girl is this is it?
Every day, bro.
Wait, I mean, as soon as you met her, you realized that was the girl?
No, as soon as I met her, but as soon as we started talking, bro, it didn't work out, but, that's why I said you can never be sure, but every single day I spoke to this girl, in my heart, she was the one. Really and truly, she was the one. There was no one. Bro, you could put Beyonce in front of me, I would slap her.
Hey,
I would slap Beyonce. I would have slapped Beyonce for that girl. I'm not even kidding, bro. Bro, she was like, yeah.
So she really was the one.
Bro, in my head, she was made from sugar and spice and everything nice. Actually, everything twice as nice. She was that girl for me. Yeah.
And then I'm saying at what point did you go whoa, that is the girl? What did she do? What happened? What did you say?
That's what I'm trying to say. She didn't have to do much.
Okay.
She just had to be there. Bro, she just didn't have to do much, Every time that I wake up, anytime that if she sends me a picture, just a goofy ass picture, I'm like, bro, I'm in love. Every single day I get more in love, more and more and more and more. I used to get, every single day I was more and more and more and more in love for this girl.
Wait.
I'm telling you, bro, she didn't have to do anything. She could have been deaf. Bro, she was that girl. There was no one above her. No one beneath her, no one beside her, no one in front of her. No one, bro, no one at the back. Bro, she was it. That was it. Last stop. Bro, she didn't have to do much. That's the thing. It's crazy, but she didn't have to do much. She just had to be herself. Bro, even when she spoke, bro, I'm not even joking. When she spoke,
Talk that was good.
In her laughter, bro, I was like, damn, no, that's the girl. You know?
Sheesh.
Bro, she looks at me, I was like, I want to marry you. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. Obviously, she had a very good character as well. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
She had a very good character as well, and her character is not like she was trying to be like that. She was like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So in her nature, because of that, it just made me. I loved her. I adored her. I cherished her. She was that one girl. You know, she was it. You know.
Sheesh. Bro, now I don't even have questions on you. I gotta go interview that girl.
I'm dead.
I gotta go find that girl. Hello, miss, can I interview you? What was one of the things that she did for you that really like made your heart jump? Like, you know.
Bro, you don't get what I'm trying to say, right?
Like everything she did
Bro,
made your heart jump.
I'm not even joking, right? She could fart here. My heart will jump a bit. My heart will skip a bit for her. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. All she had to do was smile, like, put on her wig, like, do her makeup. Anything she did.
Wait.
Bro, I'm telling you. If I wake up, I see, good morning, baby. Then I want to collapse on the floor and die. I want to lay on the floor and let her walk on me.
Yo,
you understand? I want to.
Too much,
bro, I'm telling you, I was in love.
I got you.
But now I clear.
I clear. You see clear.
See. But you know, I was in love, bro. I was in love.
But do you believe that when people say that when you're in love, you're blind? Is that true?
Oh yes. I think they've gouged out my eyes. I think I didn't have eyes.
You didn't have eyes. You couldn't see anything.
Bro, I'm telling you, this girl would have told me that having it 6 hours away from me, and I would have drove there.
Sheesh.
I'm telling you.
Wait. Okay.
Yeah.
That was different.
Yeah,
that was different.
That's that different kind of like I've experienced a different type of love that most people never get to experience in their life, you know.
Yeah. And what would you say? Like, could you take us to that experience when it ended?
I think words don't do it justice.
Try.
I don't think words do it justice because, how do I put it? To give your heart and soul and your body and everything, like your mind, to one person, dedicated to one person, right? For years, right? For years, not just one, not just 2 years, not just 3.
But that's something I wonder because people like, don't you get tired of the person?
Bro, I was falling more and more in love with her every day. For years long, every single day, the love became deeper, bro. I kid you not. Sometimes I could wake up, like, at like 3 a.m. in the morning. I'll be thinking I'll be writing poems for her, bro. Years into the relationship, I was sure trying to toast her. You know, bro.
Could you give us one of the poems you wrote for her that you could remember? Or just a line or something.
Yeah, I could give one. Give one.
Okay, let it go.
So, let me think of. Okay, so I'm not much of a love poet, right? In fact, every time I try to write about love, my hands cramp. Just to show me how painful love can be. Sometimes my pencils break just to prove to me that every now and then love takes a little bit more work than planned. See, I heard that love is blind, so I write all my poems in Braille. My poems are never actually finished because true love is endless. It's pure and imperfect just the way it should be. See, I'm not much of a love poet, but if I was to wake up tomorrow morning and decide that I really want to write about love, my first poem would be about you. About how I loved you the same way I learned how to ride the bicycle. Scared, but reckless, with no training wheels or elbow pads, so my scars can tell the story of how I felt for you. See, I'm really not much of a love poet, but if I was, I'd write about how I see your face in every cloud, a reflection in every window. See, I've written a million poems, hoping that somehow, maybe, some way, you jump out of the page and be closer to me. Because if you're here right now, I'd hold you tight until your skin sings songs that your lips don't even know the words to. Until your heartbeat sounds like my last name, and you'll smell like the Pacific Ocean. If I was a love poet, I'd write about your eyelashes, another like violin strings that play symphonies every time you blink. If I was a love poet, I'd write about how you melt in front of you like an ice sculpture every time I hear the vibration in your voice. And whenever I see your name with a caller ID, my heart plays hopscotch inside of my chest. It climbs onto my ribs like monkey bars, just so I'll never spend an entire day without you. Shamisha, not much of a love poet. But if I was wake up tomorrow morning and decide that I really want to write about love, my first poem will be about you.
Hey, nigga. Killer. I'm already falling in love. Hey,
you know, I'll be cool too.
Sheesh. So I mean, the whole point is like, the vibe was that good that you didn't even have to try.
Bro,
you didn't even have to try to love her.
No. It's like it was second nature. It was not even second nature, it was nature. It was like first nature. That was it. You know, I was not trying to love her, like my whole self, like every being of me loved that girl. With every fiber in my body, I love that girl.
Whew, that's crazy. So now take us to that part. Take us to that part when she left or when this was over.
Right.
Give us the experience. What really happened? And maybe you should give us a poem after that one or two.
Sure. What happened when she left? I mean, when it ended.
Tell us
that was my other half. You know, it's like, imagine you have your hand, right? It's like, imagine they've been chopped off from you, right?
Sheesh.
You know.
Wait, is it like the pain?
Bro, I'm telling you, I lost a part of myself. Okay. She was an extension of me. You know, that was me in a way, right? That was, you know, I poured so much love in her, right? She had that, it was all gone. That love came out of me, you understand? So that was my other half. That was me. That was not even my other half. That was just me, you know, that's gone. I lost a part of myself.
Jeez.
And it was tough. It was, unbearable. You know, the pain is not something you can fathom. You know, it's not something that's just like, oh, it hurts me in my heart. It burns you. It burns you deeply. You know, it's like there's like a fire burning. It weighs heavy on your chest. No one can truly understand you. Not even when someone else going through heartbreak can understand what you're feeling, because only you know how much you love this person. Only you know how you truly felt for the person. No one can tell you that. Only you know. Understand? And only she understands that as well. Right? And then she's not there anymore to understand you. Understand? Because this person that you loved is gone. You know?
And how do you deal with the pain?
How do you deal with the pain? You just go by everyday life hoping that there's something about today that makes a difference, I guess. You just, you know, you need to realize that, you know, even though love is just that beautiful, love is that rare, you know, you still need to live, right? You still need to live your life, right? You need to get better. Use all the experience that, you know, you went through to, you know, better yourself, right? And the pain might never go away. I'm not going to lie to you. It may never go away.
Never?
May never go away. But what you can do is this. You can embrace the pain. See, when you embrace something, it goes down. You learn to live with it, right? So it's like, for example, me now, I'm over her, right? I'm totally over her, right? But I'll never speak bad about her. Never. Because she didn't do anything that I think she deserved to be spoken bad about, right? But I'm not over the situation, right? The situation taught me a lot, you know? I could see her right now and pass, right? But whatever we went through, right, I've separated her from the person, right? And that taught me a lot, and bro, it's just...
Wow. How do you come to that? To be able to separate the person from the situation? How do you come to that?
I think it has to do with, you know, you being growing up, you know? Just you growing up and realizing that, you know, we're human, right? She did something, I did something, whatever happened, right? Something caused a breakup, right? So the situation, because you need to remember when you guys first started, how much you loved each other, right? There's no way she was faking it. There's no way I was faking it. Something happened for that to happen, right? So that's that situation, right? I can't really say, I'm never going to say she's a bad person because she's a wonderful person, right? And I hope if a guy finds her, right, and she loves the guy with a fraction of how much he loved me, I'm sure the guy is probably the happiest person, will be the happiest person in the world, you know? But yeah, you just have to separate it. She's the person, where I'm a person, and between us something happened, right? That what happened is not us, right? It's like it's me. It's not me versus her. It was me and her versus the problem. You know, if you see it that way, then you realize that everything that comes between you guys is you and the person, you and her versus the problem. But this is the case whereby it was not me and her versus the problem. It was me versus her. You know, so the situation is always in the middle of us. But yeah.
Okay. Wow. That sound really painful.
It is. That's why I say love is painful as well.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
See, love is pain.
Okay. But I mean, people say that. I mean, like, okay, that's quite a mature way to look at it. You know, but I guess when you're going through it, I don't think you were seeing it that way.
When I was going through, how was I seeing it that way? How was I seeing it? You see, you know how when pregnant people, right, when they give birth, right, and the pain is so unbearable, but their body blocks out they forget how painful it was, so they're able to give birth again.
Yeah.
That's how I'm feeling right now.
Okay. So you think like, even though the pain was unbearable, you don't think you wouldn't do it again?
I don't think
I mean, if you found someone now who gave you that same goosebumps, which I don't think, maybe you never know, would you do it again? Will you do it again?
If I found someone now who is, you know, as lovable, who is maybe even more, I may be willing to risk it again. But the person, you have to be pretty damn special.
Okay. What will make it special then?
I really just be yourself. I really can't tell you have to be this, you have to be that. Just be yourself. Be a good person with a good heart. If there's a connection, there's a connection. I can't force it, you can't force it. You know? If it's there, it's there. If I see and I feel butterflies in my stomach, I know. You know? That's why I say I don't really want that connections of you have to be like good woman who can cook and stuff like that, you know? I just want the connection first.
There's no one but bad food, but...
Oh, no. I like Banku, you know? No, but for real, this, you know, the connection is very important to me. Like,
yeah.
If it's there, it's there. If it's not.
Okay. And what would you say, with your experience, what would you say people should look out for in a woman? I mean, definitely everybody's different.
Look out for how they treat people, first of all.
Yeah.
How they treat their family.
Yeah.
Their brothers or sisters, how they treat them, how they respect their parents as well.
Okay.
Look at her mom, in a sense, because, you know, she certainly has attributes of her mom, right? So however her mom is, she's probably like that as well, right? You know, or however her dad is, she's probably like that as well.
Mm-hmm.
So look out for someone who comes from a good family. It's super, super important, right? Because they say, I always say this, if you dance around water for too long, you are bound to get wet at a certain point, right? Mm-hmm. She's with her family all the time. She's bound to take some attributes from them as well. So you have to look out for these things. These are very, very important, you know.
Okay. And do you have some poems when your heart was broken? Maybe you could share some with us.
I wrote
about 200 of them.
A few thousand, I would say. I think I wrote my last love poem.
I mean, heartbreak poem.
It was my last love poem.
Okay.
If there's the last love poem I ever write for you, I want to make it everything you are. Because you look like how it feels to take a midnight stroll through Barcelona. When your mom asked for my intentions for her daughter, I'll talk her. So I was trying to put a ring on your finger. The Bible says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. You are everything. You know, I'm trying to make you next of kin and give you a daughter next to a king. So you are Proverbs 31 wrapped in melanin, a princess and my best friend. You reminded me of how it feels to wake up in the morning to my mother's cooking. You know, flashbacks to when I used to hear your voice on phone and you go, oh, hello. You remind me, maybe so cry.
Cry.
Hey, up or down.
Cry it out.
And that's it's.
Cry it out.
I'm not gonna cry out. I'm gonna tag it out, you know. But one more down. No, but hold on, let me.
Yeah, continue, no worries.
Actually, let me take my phone and read it because I don't think with the emotions are high like that. I don't think I can read it without the emotions, you know? Without the... You know, so if this is the last laugh I ever write for you, I want to make everything you are. You look like how it feels to take a midnight stroll through Barcelona. So your mom asked my intentions for her daughter, I'll talk her. See, I'm trying to put a ring on your finger. The Bible says a man who finds a wife finds a good thing. You are everything. I'm trying to make you next of king. You are daughter next to a king. And give your daughter next to a king. You are Proverbs 31 wrapped in melanin. My princess and my best friend. You remind me of how it feels to wake up in the morning to my mother's cooking. See, I miss your voice. Sometimes I want to call you in private just to hear you go, hello. Flashbacks to when I used to sit through the whole night writing poems for you. You're the most stubborn and difficult girl I've ever met in my life. But you're worth every second that it takes to look past your little mistakes. You once told me that you loved me, and I whispered under my breath, I need you too. And you asked me, what did I say? I said, I love you too. See, I guess it's easier to admit feelings than to admit how the feelings can actually make you feel. Can I still love? See, I wonder if you still type emotional messages in your phone before you actually send them. If this is the last laugh I ever write for you, I want you to know that I care less when the music stops. See, baby girl, if you're blessed enough to have a baby girl, I pray she inherits your genes, because your insecurities are perfect. The more you work to reverse them, the more you'll be able to teach a little you what her worth is. If this is the last laugh I ever write for you, just know your secrets are safe with me. When I speak of you, I'll speak of a queen. See, I'm trying to write a poem so strong that makes you believe in love even when you don't believe in us. My goal is to write a poem so beautiful that even if we never get back together, it will always remind you of me. So if this is the last laugh I ever write for you, I want you to know that I always love you, even though this is the last time I ever write about you. So this was not really a breakup poem, but to me it was. You know, this was my way of getting closure and my way of distancing myself. You know, so as I titled it, the last laugh poem I ever wrote. You know, it's been years. It's been years now. I've not written a laugh poem yet.
Is it because you've not yet met another person who will make your heart feel the same way? Or
I can write laugh poems again. I can easily write laugh poems, but you know,
it wouldn't be real. It wouldn't be
right. It wouldn't be real. It wouldn't have that touch, that human touch to it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Okay. And what do I want to ask again? Sheesh. So definitely you've been in love before. And you know how it feels.
I know how love feels. I know love.
You know love.
I know love.
Sheesh.
I've met love.
You met love. What does she look like?
She looks
amazing.
Her imperfections are perfect.
Sheesh.
So, yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. I'm speechless now. It's like, okay, I thought you were just gonna bubble it, you know.
No.
Okay.
This is, you know, you have to be real, you know. This is real life, you know.
You
have to be.
Okay. And what would you say to that person maybe who is going through the same heartbreak? Maybe not the same, because it's never the same. But
right.
What could you say to the person, you know, and go, you know what, maybe you could do that, or this could help, you know?
Definitely talk to people, you know, around you. They might not be going through the same thing, but them just listening, you know, it eases your heart, right? Because right now your heart is so heavy, you feel like, you know, you have to go through this alone. You have to, but talking to someone can ease it a little bit, you know. So definitely talking, I recommend that. And I recommend you, you know, focusing on other stuff, right? Just pick up a new hobby or something, read a book, you know, go outside, play football.
Become the best version of yourself.
Become the best version of yourself, basically, right? And just keep going, keep working at it. It gets to a point where it will be easier to deal with. I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to sit here and lie and tell you you'll be over it. Because you never really are. Even people who say they're over it, mostly it's just hatred, right? You're not over the person if you hate someone, right? It means the person has an out of control over you.
Yeah.
Right? So you're never really, truly, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you that you're going to get over it. You're not. But it's easy. It's going to be easy to deal with it, you know? And you're going to find someone, hopefully, you know, who loves you just as much as you love them. And then hopefully it works, it becomes beautiful, and yeah.
Okay. So all of these things you've been talking about, like, I'm now intrigued, like, you been telling like half stories here and there.
Sure.
I'm just asking you questions, yeah. But I really want to know, like,
there's always a way.
Give me the whole story
first.
first.
Baby.
But the whole point is, give me what they say in Dutch, salmon button.
Yeah.
Mommy, a little bit of the story.
Yeah.
So I know, like, listen, yeah, this is where we're coming from, and then why this is.
Okay.
You know, so give me the story. When did you meet her? When did you the first time you went like you ever said you loved her? The first time you kissed her? I don't know, but I want to know everything, you know?
Oh.
Tell me.
When did I meet her? I met her on the 12th of September 2015. First time I met her. I mean, before that I knew her, like, you know, I've never spoken. I sent her friend request on Facebook, this girl never answered, so, you know, it was like over a year, I was like, get rid of her, you know? So I forgot her, you know, but then I met her, and I was like, damn. So she was still with a friend of mine, so I went to speak to her, and I think she was, I guess, was shy or whatever, but she was a bit, you know, kind of, you know, reserved. But yeah, we made it work, you know, it was, so I spoke to her, you know, I made her laugh, and, you know, went on Facebook later. I took her number, you know. We just, bro, our 2 days conversation on WhatsApp, yeah, it looked like we had been speaking for 2 years. Or like we had been texting for 2 years, like for real. The first day we spoke, we like felt like we knew each other, you know. And around October, you know, we made it official, you know. On the 5th of October, we made it official, 2015. It was, we made it official through WhatsApp. That's the crazy part. We made it official through WhatsApp. It was not, you know, none of that, oh, you have to take me here, some special restaurant, whatever. No. It was via text message, bro. I love you too, that was it. You know, and it lasted for a long time. It was the most beautiful thing I've ever experienced still, you know. And on the line, I think 2 years into our relationship, we never fought. We never argued, not even once, or even 3 years, I don't know. It took us at the end of our relationship, that's the only when the arguments started. Like, years down the line, we never argued, ever. You know? It was still beautiful, it was a click, it was just, yeah. You know, but yeah, I guess communication issues and all that, you know, got to a point where, you know, we're not just communicating right. There's always misunderstandings and stuff like that. And yeah, we fell out. You know, it's sad, but it happens, I guess. So yeah, that's how it happened, bro.
Okay, and when was the first time you told her you loved her?
Bro, on the 12th of September, dude, that day.
The same day?
Bro.
Hey, nigga, know what happened.
No, I'm serious. That girl, no.
Sheesh.
Same day.
Same day now.
Same day, bro. On that same day, bro.
Wow.
Well, at the end of the day, if you know, you know. Me, I fall in love in 3 to 4 seconds.
Hey, nigga.
I fall in love in 3 to 4 seconds, you understand?
Yeah.
If you know you love someone, bro, you love them. Why do you have to wait 2-3 months to tell you I love you why? I love you. I understand people say you don't know the person, but whatever I feel is whatever I feel, bro.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense.
If I've met you for 2 seconds and I feel like I love you, that's how I feel. You know, I'm not going to say, oh, I don't know her. I love you. You know, that was it.
People will suppress that emotion and feeling.
No, we didn't. That's what made it beautiful, though. There was no expectations, just us.
Okay.
So, imagine we made it official through WhatsApp.
Wow.
You know, bro, our first date.
What was the text like?
Our first date, we went to McDonald's.
Hey, nigga.
No, my point is, it was not even planned or anything like that. We just met, and then we were like, where do you want to go? Let's just go to McDonald's, you know. That was my best friend, you know. It was not like, you know, all that lovey-dovey stuff is cool and all, but, you know.
It's different when
it's different when it's, you know, we're like, that's my guy, you know. It's my bestie, you know, that's my best friend.
He got your back.
Bro, you understand, like, so wherever we go, even if we sat in a gutter somewhere, it was a beautiful day to us, you know. Bro, on our faces, I was wearing a €2 watch I bought from Wish. She was like, "Oh, the watch is really not." Like, "Yeah, it's €2, darling." You know, that was on our first date. You know, she just started laughing and stuff like that. You know, bro. Yeah.
Okay.
These days, well, where are you gonna find that these days?
Yeah.
Where?
That's the whole thing. Yeah.
Where?
Because everyone's checking everything.
You know, everyone is checking everything, and it's not like we couldn't go on any other date. It was just we didn't care. We just wanted us.
That's the whole thing. I think now people are concentrating on other things.
You know,
the main thing, which is them.
Right. Oh, that stuff, bro. It's boogers. You and me. It's you and me at the end of it.
What would be your advice to people?
I think my advice to people is to touch on what I said in the beginning. I think there's nothing logical about love. There's nothing logical about giving your heart to hands that shake and tremble. But when you find it, keep it. It doesn't have to be logical. It's beautiful, and it's worth it. There's nothing more precious than love, right? So cherish love because it's rare. It's super rare, right? So don't take it for granted when you find it. Keep it and try your very, very best to honor it and cherish it. That's all I have to say.